So I was browsing through the internet and I came across a lot of interesting information. And one word that I came across is royal families. And while many may be perceived to think that the richest royal family is the British royal family, that's actually a very false statement. The power structure in this world is actually more diverse than you may think. So, of course, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notification bell. You guys help me out a little bit. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Now, of course, starting off at number 5, it's the British royal family with an estimated net worth of $88 billion. Now, of course, I want to pay my respects and say rest in peace to Queen Elizabeth. Now, how does this family make their fortune? Well, they make a lot of money off their real estate and various investments in a lot of different businesses. Now, some of these businesses are in the home country of the UK, but some of their other businesses are located all across the world, including a little bit into the United States. So go ahead and take note of that. Now, of course, going to number 4, the fourth richest royal family, worth an estimated $150 billion, is the royal family of Abu Dhabi. Now, of course, lots of their fortune comes from oil reserves and particularly sales that took place back in the 1970s. They also, ironically, own a lot of land in the city of London, which has highly contributed to their family's net worth. So the royal family of Abu Dhabi, while they're not the loudest, they are definitely still up there when it comes to investment and even sales of crude oil. Now, of course, going to number 3, we take a huge jump, the royal family of Qatar, which is worth an estimated $335 billion. Now, of course, this is the host nation of the World Cup, and the World Cup is about to make this economy explode. The royal family is also about to make a ton of money as a result of this. Ticket sales, tourism, and people from around the world who love soccer coming to their country to watch some of the best soccer in the world. Yeah, this is going to make you a lot of money in the upcoming weeks. But getting away from that and going to the main part of the Qatar fortune, it comes from a lot of investment properties around the globe and investments in businesses like Volkswagen. Volkswagen is a business in which they have a large stake in and a large amount of investment in, which also highly contributes to the net worth of this Qatar family and more specifically the Qatar royal family. Now, of course, going to number 2. Number 2 is the royal family of Kuwait, worth an estimated $360 billion. Now, of course, where does their fortune come from? Well, their investments are actually really impressive. They have a lot of major investments in some major blue chip companies inside the United States. Their investments have caused their family's net worth to skyrocket over the last couple of years. They have gone from being worth $90 billion in 1991 all the way up to a whopping $360 billion right now in the year of 2022. Due to these investments and due to these businesses rapidly growing, this could rapidly rise, and we could see a huge number increase in a matter of years for the royal family of Kuwait. However, they still have a fair distance to go until they get to number 1. Number 1 is the royal family of Saudi Arabia, worth an estimated $1.4 trillion. How in the world do they get this much money, you may ask? Well, various investments, ownership of sports teams, but most notably, they take ownership in the most valuable oil company in the world, Saudi Aramco. This company is the second largest in the world only to Apple. Apple is the largest company in the world, worth over $2 trillion. Of course, Saudi Aramco is just under that. Their company is worth an estimated just around $1.9 trillion. And when you own just about all of it, you are going to have a large fortune. The fortune of the royal family of Saudi Arabia is actually more than the fortune of the 17 richest people in the world combined. Ridiculousness is what that is. Now, of course, getting out of there, I want you to kind of get a lesson out of that. The royal families and the power structure is actually a lot more diverse than you may think. Now, media in America, it pretty much grooms you into thinking, well, the British royal family, they seem pretty powerful. No one really talks about anybody else, so they must be the most powerful royal family in the world, and they must be the representation for the power structure. Well, this is most definitely wrong. The power structure is a lot more diverse than you may think. A lot of these families from the Middle East, they originated in the Northern Africa area, of course, the Middle Eastern area. A lot of them are Arabs, but of course, I haven't done all the research, so don't take my word for it directly. The Arab thing, the Northern African, that is true. However, there's still a lot of stuff to dig up. So if I find any more things, I will make sure to get that to you guys as efficiently as possible. However, moving on to the next topic of this video. Now, of course, as you guys may know, Elon Musk is the main owner in Tesla Motors Company. Now, Tesla are the big electric cars that you see probably roaming around your city every single day. And Elon Musk dropped 6 rules for Tesla employees. And I want to read off these 6 rules because I find these 6 rules very, very comical. And I also find that a lot of you probably need to apply them in your real lives, including me. However, going to rule number 1. Rule number 1 for Elon Musk and his employees at Tesla. Number 1, avoid large meetings. Large meetings waste valuable time and energy. They discourage debate. People are often more guarded than open, and there's not enough time for everybody to contribute. Do not schedule a large meeting unless you are certain that they provide value to everybody there. Of course, rule number 2. Leave a meeting if you are not contributing. If a meeting does not require your input, value, or decisions, then your presence is utterly useless. It is not rude to leave a meeting, but it is rude to waste people's time, which effectively you would be doing if you're just sitting in a meeting doing absolutely nothing. Number 3. Elon Musk encourages his employees to forget the chain of command, communicate with colleagues directly, not through supervisors or managers, and fast communicators make fast decisions, and therefore fast decisions equal a competitive advantage. Number 4, be clear, not clever. And I can actually apply this to a lot of things in my life now that I'm thinking about it. Avoid nonsense and technical jargon. It slows down communication. Use words that are concise to the point and easy to understand. Don't sound smart. Be efficient instead. Number 5, ditch frequent meetings. There's no better way to waste everybody's time than a frequent meeting. Use meetings to collaborate and attack issues head on. Once you resolve the issues, frequent meetings are no longer necessary, and you can actually resolve most issues via text message, emails, and communications on Discord or Slack channels. Do not, under any circumstance, interrupt your team's workflow unless it is absolutely necessary. And number 6, a rule that probably more people need to use in their daily lives as well. Use common sense. If a company rule does not make sense, contribute to progress, or apply to your specific situation, you should avoid following the rule with your eyes closed. And of course, don't follow rules, follow principles. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the rules that Elon Musk encourages his employees to follow. And I think a lot of these rules actually apply to real life. I believe that a lot of people, especially when it comes to being clear, not trying to sound smart. Like if I come up to you and ask you, how does this microphone right here work? How do I get it to do what I want? And someone tells me, well, first you have to get the USB, do the radiator, do all this other stuff, calculations. Yeah, that ain't it. But if someone tells me, oh, you just need to plug into the USB, oh, okay, I can find that. That's pretty easy. Also, using common sense, yeah, a lot of people could also use that in their daily lives. The bottom line is that Elon Musk, the rules for his company, I find are very comical, but also are very, very good and really can show you how efficient and why Tesla is such a successful company. Their leader has a very, very strict set of rules, and in some cases, these rules actually encourage working, a very, very stable working environment, and an environment where everyone's voice could be heard. And I think Elon Musk has done a really, really good job with running his businesses. That's obvious. He's the wealthiest man in the world. But, of course, that's going to end this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. You guys help me out a little bit. Of course, I want to share a lot of this information, especially the royal families, so you guys watching this video can develop minds of your own, can see just how dynamic and just how diverse our world really, really is, and really what the power structure really looks like. The power structure is more diverse than you may think, and some of the rules in these companies, I just want you to get that information because maybe you can apply them in your real life or business you're trying to do and start up. But of course, without further ado, I wish you nothing but the best. Stay loved, stay blessed. And without further ado, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching.
Story